Okay. I guess that kind of works a little greedier, but it's also a slick hero.
Yeah.
If the Legion doesn't get ahead too much, it's not that bad. There's not that much burst damage to combo with the duo. We have to remember, like, Janus, an Ember Spirit doesn't really burst as such. Like, sure, you can commit triple Remnants, but...
It's damage over time, generally.
Yeah, it's damage over time, generally. Conquer takes a while to actually drop his combo on top of duo. Ice Blast takes a while to actually arrive, unless you lead with the Ice Blast first, but that's really difficult to execute, and to be honest, TBS's execution has been pretty subpar tonight, so I wouldn't really be relying on that.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of communication issues, maybe from last game, maybe just lacking that communication that I would imagine Cut and Paste does provide, or at least the solid playstyle that he does give there, and also not having Janus mid could have been a little bit of a factor there, but you know what? Wipe the slate clean. We'll talk about game number 2 here. I mean, we've got some trademark heroes here. I mean, you know, Cut and Paste Anti-Mage.
I'm quite excited to see that.
Legion Commander. Janus playing anything mid, I guess, but Haig's playing roaming anything. It's looking like a pretty damn good game, but we'll introduce him. So once again, Sugoi running forward. He's got that nice little Observer Ward out already. And so speaking of Observer Wards, Magic actually places the Observer Ward there very nicely. Although it looks like actually... Oh no. Pretty much the same place. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, so whoever places the first entry pretty much wins out. But, yeah, a couple of looks like Cut and Paste maybe not quite reading the small patch notes here and there.
To be honest, I didn't realize they patched that until we loaded in today, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough.
I mean, I didn't read it. I can't hardly blame him for not reading it.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, the lead up to TI, they realized that it's really just not viable as like a tournament thing. But,
by the way, I want to point out how disappointed I am in Cut and Paste anti-mage cosmetic items.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's only got 2 inscribed gems. Okay, 294 victories, 961 barracks destroyed is pretty impressive, but like, the rest of his set is just meh.
Zane as well as Hung are going to try and contest this. It looks like Clay might actually try and get this. What was that crush? Completely whiffed. That's going to be Hung taking a lot of damage. They don't have Torrent for a while there, but they do have... Oh, actually, no, they don't have the Blink, but the body blocks from Zane should be more than enough. Actually, they do have Torrent still, and if he throws it blind... No, oh no, right. He was expecting the Duke back, but...
Clay should have taken Blink. I'm not entirely sure why he took level 1 mana break. Okay, sure, 28 extra damage helps. If he had blinked there, that would have been a kill. Great body block from Zane, though. It definitely saves the life of Hung there.
As mid lane, Jandals, well, he gets the level 1 Flame Guard, runs at Slicks, but Slicks with the quick double, okay, it looks like game for us, but the quick double raise to get rid of it, he's pretty much safe and secure now, and he still has that long range raise available if he wants to get a little bit of extra harass out onto Jandals.
Yeah.
But he went raise first. This is one of the things I think we've seen a couple of times here and there, but generally it's going to be that Souls first.
It's strictly for this matchup.
Yeah.
It's fine. You have to go for it. Otherwise, Ember's going to pop Flame Guard and just run at you, and you can't do anything for the first minute, and then you've already lost your lane. So definitely worth the sacrifice of not having Souls level 1.
Right, and it's top lane, Magic. Do some right-click damage up against Forest, but Magic needs to really watch out.
He needs to be careful. It's a Legion. Also, we haven't really discussed why this Legion was picked against a Venomancer. It's because you can purge off the slow suppressed attack.
Yeah, and also you can quickly duel up the Venomancer before he gets that ultimate off.
It's a stronger spell. It's actually so good because you purge Gale. It's one of the few things that actually purges Gale.
Yeah.
You won't purge Poison Sting, but you can purge Gale, and that's the important one.
He's going to juke out the Torrent on bottom lane, but yeah.
This is the problem of playing a Conquer like this. There's no setup for your Torrent.
You do really need that level 2, probably even level 3.
Even if you're a good Conquer player as well, you could be the best Conquer player in the world, but like, it's still the same animation. People still know how Torrent works.
Yeah.
Which makes it really easy to juke it out unless you fake it out maybe, 2 or 3 times. As Hung stole a bounty rune. He's still only level 1. Looks like he's relegated to playing support this game as Zane has taken over the offlane farm and has already got boots. I'm not sure what Hung can really do here though. He might just have to go back enemies.
Magic is gonna. Okay, now the coconut is gonna do quite a bit of damage here, but Horace is actually gonna be running at Magic. His Magic will miss completely, but I mean, Horace had to purge off that Gale very quickly, otherwise he would go down.
A little over-aggressive from him there. He needs to understand how much physical damage still comes out from those two heroes, but yeah, that's fine. Forces Magic off the lane. He's probably forced off the lane a little bit here, but he drags the creep wave down, so he's going to get at least an extra full creep wave, which will get him his level 3. Probably takes a moment of courage and hopes for some lucky procs, I think. Oh, misses the last hit. Come on, Horace.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to call it as well. Come on.
Cunning is doing quite well, 15 for 5. About as well as we can expect out of this lane. They did get the X Horn back on the Hung. Hung is going to die here.
Yep.
Great kill. First blood to cut and pace. Yeah, that's Konka hitting 2. Instant pay off there. Very nicely done.
Yeah. Exactly what they really needed. I mean, Zane will still be on the bottom side of the map, but I mean, as soon as that level 2 was up on Konka, I really need to watch out for those ganks. But middle lane, there's going to be a TP in from Magic as General's running up to, actually inside the entire jungle. This is not a good position to be in. Hung is also here, does have the smoke, and it will break as he gets a crush out onto General's. General's just, I mean, it's only a level 1 slaughter, but it still hurts.
Just chain up Hung the next time Hung goes for the crush animation, and then he'll be a-okay. Looks like that's actually a bait. Horse here. Oh, Hung still snacks that Illusion Rune. Actually takes a lot of damage because he had the Illusion Rune stacked up as that's a level 2 overwhelming odds. Actually, Slicks. Oh, Jano's 14 HP. Slicks, can he run this one down? No, it doesn't look like he can. But that was way too close. Where's the Rocket Flare when you need it? As Magic and Zane rotating in the middle of the cask. On the Horus, no bounce, but Horus gonna come up. Maledict is being applied to Horus, but he should be okay. Zane that cannot tower dive this, so a lot of action in mid, but no kills to come of it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to be applying pressure to both of these mids. I mean, you know, either an Ember Spirit or an SF snowballing at any stage of the game. You really just want to be controlling that. As looks like they're just going to wait around for the shrine on the top side of the map. So Horus and Hanks.
I think it's actually fine what TBS are doing. They're fighting a lot elsewhere, and Anti-Mage is doing free farm. He's even going to commit a blink just to guarantee that last hit on the neutral creep. And yeah, 32 for 11. He's essentially free farming. I think he's missed maybe
2 or 3 creeps.
I think he's missed 4. He should be on 36, I think, but that's fine. I think it's not like he's getting a literal free lane.
Yeah,
he has been going. He did go for that kill. His equilibrium is being messed around with in terms of pools as well as Slaughter going for.
I was going to say, like, even though he hasn't gotten perfect CS, making up for that in terms of getting a kill there, and it was first blood, so
yeah, it's good. It's more than good enough. Actually, it might be perfect. He's
might be in a little bit of trouble here, as he's going to run out of mana now, but
it's fine. You're just forcing Hung out with no mana. He has to back off. He can't man-fight the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage actually one of those heroes that man-fights extremely hard, especially he's gone for the mana break level first.
As mid lane, Generals does have the Flame Guard and is actually going to be healed up by Horus, who is TP'd in. Slicks as well as Zane trying to get the kill there. Really good rotations once again from Zane.
Bottom lane, Hung escapes on 80 health as Clay commits the blink forward, but doesn't actually have enough damage to find the kill. It's the problem with AA. Sure, it buffs your actual damage, but you have no control in your lane.
He's casually breaking the legs of Hung there after stealing his bounty rune as well. Yeah, alright, I was actually expecting Hayes to throw a couple of cheeky taunts in there, but clearly not.
Does he have it?
Yeah, of course he does.
Yes, he does.
Step lively now. As mid lane, the triple remnant, the triple raise there, out onto Jandals. Jandals getting the Flame Guard off just in time, and he's actually going in for a 1-1-3 build here.
He's having a very difficult time. He has got half the CS of the Shadow Fiend. Like, sure, it's a Shadow Fiend, but still, like, there was an Arcane Rune on Slick, so he might just smack this tower down.
Yep, and the tower is going to go down to thanks to the Cardi's Haze. It's going to be the sacrifice as well. So a nice little
one going down.
A nice little additional cash rejection there for Slicks.
I kind of like what Slicks did there. I'm not sure if he did it deliberately or not. He timed his right click to land about a millisecond before the catapult last hit. To make it really awkward for Hayes to try and get a deny. He didn't get the last hit though.
Kunal landing out onto Jandals and is going to be maledicted as well as almost stunned off. He tries to triple Remnant forward, but ends up going down as X-Mark as well as the Torrent are going to land out onto Slicks. And, well, they don't have the duel for lockdown, but they're still going to get the kill as, I mean, Slicks just so far forward. I mean, it's kind of worth it there for them to make sure that the Ember Spirit dies.
That is really important.
It's 7.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it's really important for TBS that they got the Shadowfiend return kill. It would have been pretty disastrous because it's not just that Ember died. Ember committed all of his remnants before he died, so now he's alive and he has no remnants.
Right.
Okay, he has one up in 3 seconds, so like that was definitely not the plan. I kind of
Gale
see what Janice was trying to do, but
Hayes gets
Hayes
the deny.
But yeah.
Gale, a pretty incorrect characteristic there of Venado. I mean, missing a Gale like that on a melee hero?
Gale's kind of weird in that regard, in terms of the narrow cone hit zone of it. It's just
bottom lane. Sugoi looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here, as that's going to be one stun coming out, although the Torrent will land only out onto one, as the Coconut will be passed between a couple of the heroes here for the side of TBS. But looks like they're just going to try and force the attention away from their safe lane carry, who was doing a pretty damn fine job.
No, they're not forcing attention away from Vin. Vin can solo the lane. He's a Venomancer. What they're doing is forcing TBS to come down and babysit the anti-mage.
So that Venado can secure the T2 tower?
Venado can secure a tower, but that's a side effect. The primary objective is to make sure anti-mage can't feel comfortable in Slane.
The re-entry with the smoke as well. Sugoi is running away, he's got boots, but can they get the crush? They will with the help of the Coconut there. And Slicks is the one that secures the kill, so he's back up to nearly max souls as Hayes is going to throw a Torrent that will actually connect out onto 2 and Hung. Oh, blown up completely, but cut and paste, committing the blink there. They know exactly what to do.
Oh, cut and paste. He wanted that so badly. I don't know if that was
maybe a little bit too badly.
Actually, let me check.
We heaped praise onto him, and that's how
he went up by 73 gold, and he would not have been able to farm this bottom lane anyway. So, in all things considered, that was probably alright for him. I mean, 73 gold is effectively, 2 to 3 creeps. He would have had to vacate bottom lane and probably TP out. He's alive already because his respawn's quite short. That's probably alright for him. He gets more experience out of that kill.
But at the same time, I mean, you're still losing this T3 tower to a Venomancer. It looks like they're going to be on the hunt for him. But, yeah, he's already TP'd to the bottom side of the map. He's going to be pinged out there, actually.
Sugoi has no TP. He might just die here if they go for him. Do they know he's here? Probably not, actually.
It's not exactly a place that you check a lot of the time. It's one of those awkward, like, I guess, death spots is the easy way to put it. I mean, there was that video that Blitz did talking about those spots behind the tower and stuff like that where you just don't want to fight around there. As anyone, really. But so 5k net worth on the Slicks SF.
There's still 4k on the anti-mage. He's on par with the Venom. The issue is how underfarmed Anders is not even cracking 3k. And once again, the Slaughter somehow has more net worth than Horus. I don't know how he keeps getting this
Sugoi. Oh, Sugoi. Alright. Well, I mean, Venado was going to turn around. He does get the slow out once again out onto him, but yeah, I mean, I was expecting him to just go for the TP out.
Can someone explain to me how Hung keeps getting consistently insane net worths on Slaughters? He has. He's only 200 net worth off of Venado.
It's just a Witch Doctor. They get quite a bit of gold there just because, Sugoi spawned her that far up.
Conker got it, not Ember.
Yeah.
Hayes is nearly 6 though, which is going to be pretty important. But yeah, there's basically Blink. Okay, he's going to sell the Fairy Fire. Sell your branch as well? Yeah, sell your branch? No, he's just going to wait it out. Yeah, Hung has Blink.
AFK in jungle.
At 12 minutes. As a Slaughter who was basically a roaming support this game. This is actually ridiculous. He's 1, 2, and 3 with 22 CS, and he has blank.
And that's most of the Veil actually complete now onto Venado. So he's got the helm, he's got the null tally up.
He shot 1 null tally and the recipe. Yeah. He finished the Aquila first, which is a little unusual. It's very much an artsy thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, he needs the extra push, and he was kind of solo pushing that top tier 2 anyway. So I guess from that point of view, it's fair enough, as Six is going to get his souls back up. He really needs these souls. He needs 1 more. Max. But there's going to be a gank here from the side of TBS as Hayes is going to be there. They get the AEF blast, so that's going to be a crush out onto Hayes. Hayes, oh, they detect. Oh, okay, there we go. The duel is going to be there out onto Slick, so brought down he is going to be as Hayes will be the trade there, but looks like they might get a nice little handy +1. Yeah, I mean, he at least got 1 kill, but
over aggressive there from Sugoi. Not the blank reveal you want. Big swing in terms of net worth as well as experience for TBS. Most of it going to the Legion, which is quite important as Legion now has her own blank. Going treads into Soaring. Okay, yeah, pretty standard Legion things. Nothing overly surprising.
3D
push. Up in 10 seconds. They're going to try and make a play up here, but at the same time it is still nighttime. Zane's going to run into them, so
that's a bit awkward there.
Oh, X-Mark actually did catch him, Horus.
Yep, alright, straight away pinging out the fact that there's a ward up there.
And now they know that Horus has blanked because he just blanked away from Venado Ice Blast. He's going to connect on said Venomancer.
But not only that, they know exactly where this ward is.
Connected on Magic. Oh, nearly snipes on Magic from afar. But Horus a little slow on the overwhelming odds. I think he wasn't sure if it clipped the Witch Doctor or not.
I'm just looking at going forward here. But like I said, I mean, the fact that they got the X-Mark out onto the Night Stalker there pings out the fact that there is definitely a ward up there. Like, instantly. Like, as soon as it got... As soon as the X-Mark came out, Zane was just like, no, there's a ward here.
I don't think Sugoi really cared, though, to be honest. At this point, TBS are not in a position to contest that area of the map, so it doesn't really matter. NGMH has got the Battle Fury finished. It looks like he just got it. 14 minutes, not a bad timing.
Coming in with the AA blast, and that's going to land straight out onto Venado before he can get the ultimate off. As Slicks is going to be that, but Magic with the Death Ward from the side of the trees.
Great Death Ward, forces Janos out. 1 for 1, I think is probably still fine for TBS, trading the Legion for the Venomancer, given how much more farm actually, yeah, that's definitely worth it. Venom has 5.3k and Legion only has 3.5k, but
I mean, a lot of cash, once again, going the way of Hung. That's how he gets his cash. He just lives through fights, well, when he needs to.
Yeah. So, right now, things not looking too bad for either team. Slicks has died a couple times, but he's still very farmed. Half a Shadow Blade on top of the Dragonlance and Treads. But then Anti-Mage also has the full Treads now. Playing what? Ice Blast is going to connect on the Magic. This is the Witch Doctor going down. Oh no! Cut and paste, please!
Cut and paste is gotta be flaming.
Why did he?
That one.
Oh, he didn't let Horus get the duel off. That is actually...
that's tilting, actually.
That reminds me of my 4K pubs, actually, when I play Legion. That reminds me a lot of that.
Didn't even need to use it to commit for to get the kill, but throws it in anyway just to make sure that he dies.
He just wanted to steal that, but like it would have been fine if he let Horus get the duel off first before he did that.
I was actually expecting cut and paste to fake it out a couple of times just to really ruin everyone's ears. But middle lane.
It's actually kind of difficult to fake out because of how fast the cast animation is on Mana Void.
If you just move constantly, I think it'll cancel it. That's going to be the Slider Fistering chains out onto Zane, and straight away the duel is going to be there as the Requiem of Souls is actually going to secure the kill out onto Horus. That's going to be the Death Ward being thrown out there. Can't quite find Janos, but they get the crush once again out onto him, and the bash just in time.
Not worth. They did not realize Slicks. I think they did not realize Slicks was there. They thought it was just a Night Stalker. Sure, they blow him up and win the duel, but then Slicks channels up the Requiem, so he finishes off Horus immediately, and then because Janos had to commit a Requiem, they didn't have a safety one, and they just hunt him down, and they get the tower deny. 1000% not worth it for TBS.
And kind of cute Magic as well as Slicks. Of course, the Druid that helped get that those 2 kills there. Of course, with Hung there, just
It's a Dota 2 power couple, man.
Yeah, nice little taunt off there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Dota 2 power couple.
Please no. I'm expecting Venado and Hung to beat the power couple here. Come on.
I mean, okay, so that's 2 power couples in Sugoi.
Zane is the awkward one then.
What's stronger than though? Brothers or lovers? How does that work?
I don't want to know. Please, no, not like this.
That's nearly Yasha finished up on cut and paste. He's still farming extremely well. He's on point for a pre-21 minute monster style.
Yeah, he's actually ahead of this SF, and this is an issue, I feel. I mean, Venado, he didn't go in for a Midas, and he's probably paying for that right now.
I don't know. It's a Venoman, so you can always go for late Midas.
What?
Horus is gonna get another duo.
Okay,
no,
they committed both. They committed both.
Ah, okay. Wasn't a duo though.
They dueled. No, they didn't duel him. Actually.
They didn't duel him,
but I mean, they do trade him out for a T2 tower here as
cut and paste.
Oh, actually, Venado not going in for the crush here, but they do get the blink across and get the crush.
Oh, the bash
and the coconut. Sails on through.
Wait, this is gonna bounce. Oh, they didn't chase. If they chased it, they might have been able to find him there.
X mark as well as the Torrent is going to beat out onto 2, but Hayes, he really needs to run now from this Night Stalker who definitely wants to get the kill, but
it's fine, they're not going to chase the shrine like that.
Yeah.
Hung still wants something though, you probably can find Hayes here or Sugoi if he wants.
Blink forward. Oh, just on the edge of that and trace him pretty much, but the Ice Blast will miss from
they still want more, they're gonna find Janus as well. Actually, duo up on the Hung, instantly gets blown up. Zane's quite low as well. In comes the Zephyr, and the Coconut, and the Venoman's out. Janus taking a lot of damage, is pretty much dead. He is dead. Horus did finish off Magic, but Horus...
Zane going in for the kill onto Horus, and just on the edge of that
he got that just before the... Yeah, he got that just before the last Maledict tick. So, actually, with 3 dead, wait, is this high ground? There's no Legion. I think you can actually do it.
It is high ground. I mean, they've got Slicks, they've got Venado. They don't care too much about having Zane or not, but the main thing is, like, having Slicks as well as Venado here, they can drop heaps of wards down, and there's going to be an X-Mark, however, as well as the Boat Ice Blast combination out onto Venado. He's getting pretty damn low here, but...
Another Torrent? Oh, misses it. Oh, in comes Paste.
He's actually really low mana. Oh, he actually tread switched there just to get enough mana. That's not the best move in the world, but...
I don't know if he would have killed Venado there, though.
Jandals, Remnant forward, and will stop the TP out from Zane.
Yeah, that's a level 2 Mana Void, so it does 0.85. Yeah, he would have ended up doing something like 400 magic damage to Vin pre-reduction. Vin had about 380 health, so he wouldn't have killed him in any case.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I just think that Jandal's just not farming well. I guess he kind of got destroyed in lane with the rotations coming in from TBS, and 5.4k net worth. He's a lot of catch-ups to do.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Jandos has been feeling a little bit off this entire series so far. I don't know, like, it's an Ember versus Shadowfiend matchup. It's not the best for him. He's 3-3-5. He's found some kills. I don't think he's playing poorly by any means, but it's just one of those games where Anti-Mage is taking all the fun.
That's right, as I know of Sugoi squad are going to destroy Roshan. I mean, they contested high ground now, and they've realized that they kind of need something a little bit extra here. Especially with a medallion up onto Venado, and with, of course, the slaughter there is actually going to be an AEF blast out onto Venado. It is going to bring pretty damn low as the AA is going to be chased down as they have the boat flying in from Hayes. Horse is going to try and... Oh, okay, he will get the duel off as that's going to be rolling forward. Coming out from Jandals, Black Coconut doing some serious work there. Silence and now out onto Jandals as he's going to be forced back as Cut and Paste going for the kill out onto Magic and will get the kill as Slicks as well as Venado are going to secure Roshan at least. So 3 for the Roshan is going to be the trade here by Sugoi.
That's not bad, I guess. It's the 3 heroes that are least important for Sugoi. They did lose the Shadowfiend, who gets the Aegis. He has the Pike finished as well.
Yeah, some pretty damn crucial items coming up here for the side of Sugoi squad. But at the same time, they're letting this anti-mage get away with a lot. Now with this Ment style up, is going in for an AC to counteract the aura of the SF. It's looking pretty damn good for the side of TBS. It's going to be a blast sailing it. Oh, just misses, but Renato is in a lot of trouble. We'll throw out the ultimate there, but the dual win will be there. So cut and paste won't be kill stealing this time round, but the Coconut does quite a lot of work as Horace is going to be stunned up quite a bit. He's going to be juked around and will be finished off. Boat flies in, connecting out onto Zane, holding him down for a little bit longer. But they've got the Void, and Hayes is in a world of hurt right now. He does get, actually, yeah, okay, I was going to say he gets the toad off, but the Coconut will be there from Magic to help secure the kill.
Yeah, poor Horace. That's one of those few bad things. It's the most frustrating thing to have the cask repeatedly bounce back and only hit you.
Yeah, look, you know, sometimes you just don't RNG.
Yeah, I don't know, it was him and a creep, that was always going to happen, but like, it's still frustrating, even if you know there's nothing you could have done about it. At least Cut and Paste didn't die there. He's 4-1-1 now, has the Manta style. He's going AC, which to me suggests that he's going for full rat and not even thinking about team fighting.
I mean,
which I guess is fair enough.
There's not too much in terms of punish for him right now. I mean, he, gets stunned up by Slaughter, and then he just, you know, mantis and then blinks away. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there is nothing on the side of Sugoi squad that really holds him down for...
Oh, I'm waiting for him to get destroyed trying to Manta dodge a cask and just having it bounce between his illusions and him. I've actually seen that happen once to Arteezy.
Please, no.
Arteezy had one of those games when he was still trying to work his way into 9K. And he died because of that. It was really funny.
Yeah. Nice. It is going to turn a little bit of a farm
bottom lane,
here,
Sugoi.
but Sugoi is going to be the kill.
1,000 shades of dead.
I thought it was going to be a farm fest, but I guess, you know, standard AA gaming things.
I mean, technically it is a farm fest for Sugoi.
Yeah. This is one of the, I guess, problems of having an AA is that, you know, you do want to be solo on the other side of the map to the rest of your team, but because of that, you are a very, very easy pick-off.
Yeah, and look at what Sugoi are thinking of. They're just going to walk off him.
Yeah, but at the same time, Anti-Mage is one of those heroes that can just kind of solo split push here.
He doesn't take buildings that fast. He's taking a long time to take his tier 2 down. He bought the plate down and not the Hyperstone, so he doesn't attack that quickly.
Silver Edge now complete out onto Slicks. This is going to be the AA Blast connecting on to only Slicks now.
Actually, did it?
Yeah.
No, it didn't. That's just Ice Vortex.
Okay.
It missed him entirely.
It looked like the effect was on it.
And yeah, look at this. Cut and Paste did a sum total of 200 damage to the tower top.
Yeah, but he got a tier 2 tower as well.
Yeah, but he was always going to get that tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
Like, you don't care about the tier 2 tower at this point. I guess at the same time, Sugoi didn't really do too much. Oh, they got half the tier 3 bottom, so it's slightly better.
Once again, he's got that Shadow Blade up. So, Hung going in for this strong initiating type heroes. Oh, Cut and Paste. He can't afford to do that. As Gale will connect out onto him, and they get the breakout onto him. The Coconut flying through. Smacks him in the head, but yeah, on the day, it doesn't really do too much from there. Hayes as well as Horace coming in from the side.
I guess really TBS are just delaying, right? Which is what you want to do when you have an anti-mage.
Yeah.
Delay until anti-mage can 1v5 in terms of his ratting ability. Once he just got the AC finished, I think he can actually commit for that sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess this is one of the problems of having an anti-mage is that you kind of... You want to be playing in so many styles of Dota, right? You want to be 4v5ing at the start of the game to kind of secure enough space and farm for your anti-mage, and then you kind of want to let him split push, but then he'll like reach this point where he can actually man fight. But you know, you have to have the right lineup, I guess, for each one of those situations. But you could also just, you know, deal with it by, I guess, just having a really good anti-mage player. And he's keeping them in the game so far.
Yeah, it's not a particularly poor anti-mage game by any means. He's 1,000 off his AC, which is definitely going to help. But Zane and... Okay, yeah, they're actually going to TP Slicks back just in case. Just to make sure that there's no contest to be coming in. And yeah, I just realized that...
Yep, that's fine. As Slicks is the A Blast looks through and not quite touch out onto him, but they've got the X mark as well as the boat coming in, and they have the duel out onto Slicks, and they have more than enough damage to bring him down.
Did Slicks not think that the entire team was going to be up there? I guess it's a pretty good bait from Cut and Pace. Made them think it was just the anti-mage split pushing.
Yeah. They've got that sentry down. Yeah, it's doing a lot of work there, but Hung walks straight into a sentry wall. They do get the Maledict down onto the anti-mage, but I mean, it's an anti-mage.
Glimmer Cape is not going to save you. Earn is pure damage now.
Yeah, it feels bad.
It's been pure damage for a while.
It's pure damage and it's really smooth ticks as well. Like, sorry, it doesn't tick anymore. As Cut and Pace running out onto Venado needs to make. Okay, there's the Glimmer Cape. But Doty Hung, I'm not too sure about him running into these two sentry wards that were pre-placed because they knew they were hunting Slicks.
Oh, I don't know if he knew there was a sentry there. I don't know. It's just awkward that it happens. I don't think his death matters as much as Slicks's does, though.
Yeah, but still, it's just making these costly mistakes, I guess, across the map, whether they're forced or unforced. So, there we go. The anti-mage will finally complete his AC.
I think the thing you have to consider is, okay, sure, anti-mage is farmed, but he's not significantly more farmed than the Shadow Fiend, or even the Venom. I mean, he's, what, 2,600 net worth-ish above Slicks, and he's about 7,000 ahead of Vin. But that's not a significant lead by any means. If he was 20,000 net worth right now compared to 14,000 Shadow Fiend, then you'd be like, okay, sure, this anti-mage can win this. Right now, it is still dicey.
Sure. I mean, it's getting to the point where anti-mage is kind of becoming an issue. That's like, this is I guess the thing about anti-mage is you let the pressure off him a little bit, and then you just give him a nice little nibble with his finger.
Cut and Pace blinks forward. Zeta's running in the back of an Invision, actually. He's going to open up on the Horus, cancel out his Blink Dagger. As the rest of Sugoi are running in.
Hung is invised up, trying to find the kill on Horus.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
How did nobody die from that?
Because everyone's afraid of actually getting the engage.
You know what, Jandos is pushing him bottom. He's so underfarmed on this Emissary. He has Veil, Yos, and bots. This is quite sad to look at. As Haze is going to get blown up. Ice Blast flying in. It's going to connect on 3. Not enough though. In comes the Ember Spirit. Just chains up a couple. Cut and Pace blinks out to the other side. So it looks like it's just going to be Conko going down.
Only just got his Remnant up. And he been slowed up quite a little bit. Oh, there we go. He's amped up now. This is an issue. I mean, I'm pretty sure he needs to use himself.
5 seconds.
He needs to use himself and throw a Remnant. Oh, this is really bad right now, as he will get the chain off, but there we go. There's the Yules. He needed to throw that just before. He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he dodges the crush, but there's the Remnant away.
Step bash. Oh, first hit bash from Hung.
Man, Gendals.
That is just sad.
Gendals is feeling a little bit bad there, but at the same time, I mean, Cut and Paste, he makes full use of that space. He gets that tower in the middle.
He got the bottom one as well.
Yeah, or at least he should be able to get quite a lot of damage onto it. I mean,
yeah, now he rats really fast with the AC up.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I think what he's doing is fine here. Like, you generally want less teamfight contribution from an anti-mage and more split push. That's what the hero excels at. I think what he's doing is fine as far as keeping his team in the game goes. There's no real need for TBS to try and take a big set piece team fight. They're just going to lose it to Sugoi. Sugoi's team fight is way too strong right now compared to theirs, unless you get a really good vote off and you duo up, say, the Venomancer immediately. Yeah, if you have BKB on the Legion and he duos Venomancer and blows him up under that, then I think TBS can take a set piece team fight.
That's going to be the X mark out onto Hung, but Cut and Pace is going to be here. Doesn't have extra lockdown as, Nato is going to jump in there, throws down the Nova, but he's going to be brought down as Cut and Pace. He deletes him from the game, so he's down for 66 seconds. Boris? Trying to find some kind of opening here, but it's really hard.
Yeah, Anti-Mage, good against Veno, I think, generally. You saw how little the Nova did there as well with the boat coming in. they're gonna commit to Roche on it. That's actually pretty big if they get Aegis on the cut and paste and Cheese onto, say, Horus. I think TBS can actually start the 4 fights with Aegis and Cheese advantage. Zane, gets Blink Blade Mail duel as he flies in under a ward. Gets blown up. Actually doesn't win the duel. Horus still doesn't hit very hard, but it doesn't matter.
He needs a few more of those duel wins there. As Hung very aggressive here. They have taken down that tier 3 tower. From Slicks, they get the crush out onto Horus. Remnant followed by Genitals. And, well, that's going to be Hung being brought down there. But they lost their tier 3 tower. And, I mean, the experienced side of Sugoi, they're going to be able to at least, take down the shrines next and slowly work on the Raxes.
I'm not so sure about Anti-Mage committing the Abyssal Blade. I think he needs BTs sooner rather than later. Especially given that, as you said, they lost tier 3. Early BTs will allow him to constantly shove out the lanes, which is what you want. He has
2 damage,
so he's not going to die anyway.
Soul over lifesteal.
He doesn't need the lifesteal at this point.
Okay. I mean, I guess it is
the damage.
It's
the damage on
AA.
On TBS is all burst, and yeah, as you said, there's an AA. If he's gonna die, he's not gonna. If he's gonna die, the lifesteal isn't gonna save him from dying.
Right.
So, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's cut and paste. Now with that Skull Basher up, he's going to be working still on that Abyssal Blade, but once that's up, he can pretty much slowly kill anyone on the side of Sugoi.
Don't think he kills Shadowfiend. I don't think he kills Slick. He needs detection, and he also doesn't do enough damage, I think. He can definitely kill Venomancer. That's the easiest one, next to Magic, of course. Hung, actually, I don't know. Hung's very tanky, and he doesn't have a lot of mana, so he's not as scared of the mana void. So maybe he can't kill Hung either. Vin will definitely be the easier one for him to jump.
Yeah, I would imagine that's the main reason as to why he's gone for this build. Is
I mean, Abyssal is pretty standard on Anti-Mage. I don't think it's ever a game you don't want an Abyssal placement in Anti-Mage.
It's the AC first, though.
It's AC first because the game was at a point where they couldn't fight at all and they needed to rat. Right? Now that they've dragged this out and now he's got 22,000 net worth, I think now Clay can start looking at pickoffs as well. It means that if he goes for split push, they can't just send one person to come
Bernardo. There's the Gale. It will connect, but no bashes actually from cut and paste. Past the Abyssal.
That's sad to watch. 0 bashes. And meanwhile, Hung's bashing like every hit he goes as Magic is going to get caught duel. And Ice Blast as well. A little overkill. Actually, not
Magic is
Ice
definitely
Blast
dead.
somehow still misses there, but yeah, Magic is very dead. I don't know, Zubo's missing these point-blank Ice Blasts by like maybe less than a centimeter on the screen. I don't know what's going on. Fort's going to be used, cut and paste, doing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, bottom lane, okay, Hung shoves out the lane, it's going to TP back, so someone's going to have to go for TBS to stop that one. As Play taking a lot of damage, forced off the wrong way actually. Short range Flame gets healed up, is going to blow up Hung.
Still has Aegis.
As both doesn't do too much, will keep Play alive for a little bit longer. Janos has been silenced up, it's going to run out on the other way. Has used and Cheese, so he's 5-4 staff. Torrent is good, brings Hung as well as Zane up in the air. Ice Blast gonna come in, is again going to miss Slicks. That would at least force his BKB out. These Ice Blasts are just not connecting.
Meanwhile, bottom side of the map, need to deal with this constant pushing of the wave that Sugoi have made sure that they're always doing, and they just make sure that they don't lose too much of their reps.
Yeah, that was a little uneventful, I guess.
I mean, a lot of blows back and forth, but they force a buyback at least from the slider. So his item progression into this BKB is going to be muted for quite a while. So going in for that to make sure that he doesn't die too quickly, but at the same time, Hayes has this gem up, so those Shadow Blades and the Silver Age that's up on the side of Sugoi's squad gonna be kind of
playing forward. Hung gets blown up so damn quickly.
Well, that's a dieback now, and well, they do complete the Agnum Scepter up onto Zane's Night Stalker, but it's a level 25 anti-mage with double damage, and he's still got Aegis. I'm pretty sure he just runs forward into the middle lane. And That's doing some serious work.
Dyer's
Okay, no, he's going to go straight onto the top side of the map.
Yeah, easiest tower. Oh, Halbert is actually going to disrupt that, though.
Coconut is going to be there. They've got the jewel out. Oh, gosh, that was a Witch Doctor. That tier 3 tower is going to now be brought down as they do get the Lucky Bash out onto Slick. He's going to be brought down. They do have the Nova working out onto him. Venado, he's running the wrong way. He's going to be stunned up. His boat flies in. Is going to hold Venado down for a little bit longer. But they got the tier 3 tower. That's all they needed. As well as that Slick's buyback now. So...
I think the buyback on the Shadowfin is much more important than the tier 3. But yeah, just...
It's the icing on top. You know?
Cut and paste anti-mage things. Okay, I think you actually have to ban the anti-mage things game. This is a little bit ridiculous how hard he's carrying right now.
Yes.
That's yours. Oh no, they still get caught. Did he have a gem? No, he hasn't bought a gem yet. But
he has the Aghanim Scepter, but no gem, which is probably the... I guess the small mercy that they have going for them on the side of Sugoi squad is just finishing off the secondary shrine. And he's going to be Clay. So they've taken both they've taken down both shrines. They've got at least one tier 3 down. So it's not too bad for the side of TBS. They've managed to come back and at least hold themselves in this contest for a little bit longer.
No, Glimmer very fast there. It should be pointed out that if TBS win this, it's actually quite bad for both teams, as both teams need a 2-0.
Yeah.
So both teams lose if TBS win this game.
It's about pride at this point. Looks like TBS, they're going to do the good old X-Mark place in order to get some damage out onto this tower.
I'm actually kind of surprised it's taken them this long to start doing this. Okay, Calvin. Wait, where's the recall? Where's the recall?
That's awkward.
Wow, his Aegis ran out. What was that? Where was the recall?
As Horace does find a kill out onto Zane on the sidelines, but he's going to trade his life across that one. Pace? Question mark though. He's going to be force-stuffing himself out, gets the TP out.
If anything, I'm kind of annoyed he got out there. He deserves to die for getting anti-mage killed there. Where was the recall?
I'm pretty sure that deserves I'm pretty sure that's a couple of casual question marks.
That's a report. If this was a pub, that's definitely a report.
And look at this, onto Janels. Well, he's found his catch-up farm. He's got a full radiance.
All right, cool. Radiance Ember a little less common than we normally see. I mean,
I like it though. It's really good here.
There's no pipe
to apply the evasion to Slicks. Because Slicks is like the main right clicker.
Slicks is beacon me.
Yeah, but still, like it's also the burn damage up against all of them. They do have the Hood of Defiance.
TBS need to hold here without cut and base having to commit a buyback. They really need to not use the anti-mage buyback, but they might have to.
I think they're okay losing a T3 tower at this point in time as slipping back in, but actually that's a pretty damn big AA blast. They've got the boat flying in there as the Jewel is going to be out onto Slicks. Slicks might actually be winning this one, and he does, as they do trade across the Venado kill there as Slicks needs to get out of there. He's going to be glimmered up as well. He's going for the TP, but they get the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. He's going to throw his ultimate out, but he doesn't quite get it off. That's him down for 100 seconds. Chandles heals himself up as Magic as well as Hung are going to be there. And Hayes somehow gets a double kill there with the nice little Tidebringer. Zane is going to be the last one alive from the side of Sugoi squad, but I don't think TBS care too much about that, as they're just going to go straight down mid lane. They want to finish this one off.
Dieback for the Shadow Fiend. That's pretty big. That looked dangerous for a moment there, because Jandal's bought his Radiance, which meant he had no buyback though.
Coconut?
Looks like it's still going to be enough, actually. Jandal's going to jump. Oh, he cancelled the Night Stalker's TP out. X-Mark turn as well. Zane is going to go down as well here. That's no buyback of the Night Stalker. It looks like TBS might have just done
and cut and paste. He gets the Abyssal Blade out onto Magic. And it's going to be a dieback. 80 seconds on the sideline for the Witch Doctor, and GG is going to be the call to realize, how much they just don't have after those diebacks there. I mean, just the slight tactical misstep, the dieback onto the SF. Very questionable there, but
that I don't know. Anti-mage things.
Anti-mage things. More to the point, cut and paste anti-mage things.
Definitely.
But we'll be back in just a moment with game number 3 here at the AEF headquarters. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again for game number 3 to get some hype going here. I mean, cut and paste anti-mage. What an absolute treat that was. And
thanks for switching over while I was still eating.
That's your problem. I just play this.
Yeah.
I'm just production.
Cut and paste anti-mage. That was pretty impressive. I want to say. Maybe some drafting issues for Sugoi as well, as being pointed out in the chat. I don't think the first pick Venomancer really did too much.
I think it went back down to that last pick SF. I mean, Venomancer pretty damn good up against those melee heroes early on. At least Gale extremely good up against Ember Spirit. They knew relatively early on that the Venomancer could, be placed up against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane, but choosing not to go in for that, they went in for something else a little bit different. Not too sure about that small decision there, but
there's also no lockdown against Ember and Anti-Mage. Yeah. I think in the end that was the problem. I think they shut down Ember pretty well, but yeah, Anti-Mage was definitely the issue there. But new game, new draft. Sugoi have Nightstalker Disruptor, so again, 2 heroes they've gone for the series. I think 2 heroes they're very comfortable playing. So I think that's fine. TBS go back for the Haze Earthsword now. He had an awful first game. But he is a very good Earthsword player. But he had an awful first game. So
I mean, he's had a pretty damn weird series. I mean, he's known for these heroes, like the Earth Spirits, the Kunkers, that kind of thing. Those really strong roaming heroes, but not quite connecting on the rolls or the kicks. I mean, there was that little bit of a stuff up just before where, he didn't pull cut and paste back, and, he didn't have the HS either, so, he ended up dying. I mean, thankfully he didn't end up having to buy back, but it's still really, really annoying here. But, Shadow Shaman being picked up now, this is a...
It's good lockdown.
It's a Sugoi hero. It's a hero that we have seen kind of come back here and there in terms of just being able to provide a little bit of extra push. And whilst you're not generally looking at it just for that push, it's one of those nice things. I mean, it's like a lion that pushes instead of killing heroes.
A little bit, and Anti-Mage is gonna get managed out appropriately, I think. You just don't want to give cut and paste Anti-Mage. He's just too good of the hero. You don't have to deal with it. Anti-Mage is just annoying as a hero to deal with. It's not just you have to crush him in lane, you have to actually end the game before he can get any significant momentum going, because otherwise, no matter how far ahead you are, unless you are specifically a good lineup at D-pushing split push, or you have sufficient lockdown for an Anti-Mage, it's just not going to work. And frankly, you are never going to have enough lockdown for an Anti-Mage, because you can stack Lincolns and Ags, or Ags and BKB, or Lincolns and BKB. It's so damn hard to lock him down, even if you specifically draft to do so.
Right, so Venomancer being banned out here, I'm not too sure if this is a respect ban, or if it was just a, look, we just want to increase our quality of life here.
It's an annoying hero. It's great against Earthsword as well as Shaman, because they're both very squishy. It's difficult to gank in that regard, because you're ganking a Venomancer with squishy heroes.
Same with the draft.
Sugoi have shown willingness to pick it. Drow is more of a Drow Disruptor, something Sugoi have run before in the past. Vin is a Drow player. Vin is a very notable Drow player. Sugoi have also run Drow strats before in the past. Might as well not give that away, it's just annoying. Sure, you have Nurse Word, but you can't really rely on that. And Sugoi go Puck. I'm assuming it's Hung offlane Puck.
I would imagine so. I mean, Hung, he's been pretty devastating with these offlane heroes. Even, in that last game where, they didn't quite get the win, but his slider did so much work. I mean, he had a very quick blink dagger once again, and just being able to create space across the map.
I think the difference was he had a lot more farm priority in the first game, so he had an armlet and other right-click items going. Last game he didn't. He got shut down after he had the blink and shadow blade, and never really got anything on top of that. But
full in onto the push, pick up the Horus Beastmaster.
I don't know, another Beastmaster game. It didn't work in game 1. I don't know if it's gonna work here. I think Horus's item build was definitely an issue in the first game. Going for
the full Necro 3.
Necro build instead of Blink. They really needed a Blink initiator that game, and he didn't go for Blink first.
I think it goes back to, I guess the prioritization. I mean, you can go... Wait, what?
Okay, nothing we are saying matters, as Sugoi have picked the Husker. Okay.
Venado, please. Alright, but as I was going to say, I mean, generally you see a lot of, Necro 1 or 2 into the Blink Dagger. Generally it's the Necro 1 into Blink Dagger, so that, you at least have something to provide.
That's the old build.
Yeah, it's so that you have a little bit of something just on the side in case, something does happen. And especially with Necros being buffed a bit, it does help quite a bit, but...
I don't know, I think Necro's actually been nerfed a lot, to be honest. It's so much worse at pushing now.
It's been rebalanced for sure. It's...
much better at killing
heroes now.
But that's not what you want out of the hero. You want to push with the Necros. That was the whole point of picking up Necro books in the first place.
Now you can solo kill anti-mage.
There's a reason why Lycans don't buy Necro books anymore. Because that build just doesn't work. I just don't know what the point of rushing Necro books is now. It's not like it's difficult to kill even level 3 Necro books if you're de-pushing a tower.
It hurts though.
You just let a support take the last or something.
But,
TBS go CK.
Yeah,
this is actually a pretty good CK game.
So, Husker being picked here, it's a bit of an interesting one. We haven't seen it too much. It was banned out last game as well, as the last ban by Sugoi squad, if I recall correctly. But CK, pretty much the counter to it. Strong physical damage, up to 4 seconds of lockdown. Really good at repositioning, which is obviously extremely good up against anything that's ranged. And Husker is a ranged hero.
You're actually just fantastic against Husker in general. Husker's weakness is high physical burst damage. Well, it's a combination of physical damage and burst damage, right? And that's what CK provides in abundance. I'm actually quite happy to see more CK carry come back. It's a very old school thing I haven't seen for some years now, which makes me happy. I used to play a lot of CK about 3 or 4 years ago. So, yeah, it's great to see the hero back. DP being banned off from Sugoi. I think now with TBS, you're probably thinking, is it an offlane Night Stalker, and do we want to risk giving them Dazzle Husker or Oracle Husker? I think that's probably what your main concern is, because it could be offlane Stalker and mid-park.
I'm not too sure about Oracle plus Disruptor, but I think Dazzle plus Disruptor is probably something you're considering.
Actually, no, that's better. Yeah. Omni Knight ban. Okay, no, that is actually better. Omni offlane would have made this work quite well as well, and I guess Sugoi have run the Stalker as a support in the last 2 games. They're probably going to run it again.
And so, Jandals, what hero do you think he goes mid here with? I mean, there's still the Invoker if they want to go in for that, which does help them quite a bit in terms of push.
Invoker's pretty good against Husker. What else is there?
I mean, there's a whole world of opportunity. You can still go in for a co-op. There's Lena available still, which does provide a lot of burst.
Co-op into Puck is pretty bad, in my opinion.
Lena into Puck?
Lena, I think Lena as a mid hero is pretty dead now with the nerf to Dragon Slave.
I don't know.
It hurts your early 2 levels of laning extremely hard.
We did talk about this, I believe, at least a slight length here. I mean, it still has the same desired effect in terms of CS and creeps, but yeah, it does make ganking a little bit harder here and there.
It makes CS and creeps actually harder as well, because you do so little damage with level 1 Dragon Slave. It also means that your level 1 harass is a lot weaker. AA, what?
Shaman mid?
No, it's AA mid. This is AA mid again. We saw this actually yesterday, didn't we? Who played it?
No, it wasn't yesterday.
We saw this recently.
We saw it recently though. We saw it like last week. It was a Div 2. No, yeah, it was Matino.
Yeah, that's right, for Mint. Yeah, they
not last week, it was the week before that. But Matino played AA mid. They still won that game, but it got really close at times. But
it's weird. I mean, it's good against Husker, I want to say. AA as a hero is good against Husker.
Unless it's Shaman mid.
Earthspirit mid? Earthspirit mid used to be a thing once upon a time.
Or Beastmaster
did play that a lot.
But
if you look Beastmaster mid, what's going on?
Confused
I don't know. Shaman mid? I mean, Shaman mid is a SEA pub thing.
But I'm completely confused by this. We'll see how they who picks up what.
I think overall it doesn't matter what their lanes go though. It's fine.
Sugoi,
they have so much to set up for the CK.
Sugoi, they need either an offlaner or a mid. I would imagine they're probably going to picking up something like. I think they need a little bit of extra damage here.
I want to say you go like Tide now or something. Some large AOE control. I think Puck is fine mid. I don't think you need to worry about the CK as much if you just shut him down in lane, and something like a Tide can easily do that, like Tide Stalker, for example. I mean, Sanking is also an option here if you want to go a little bit more old school.
Axe.
Oh, okay, Axe is better. Yeah, wait, how do we forget about Axe? That's actually really good here.
Dead hero, PogChamp.
Yeah, Axe is great here. And yeah, this Puck mid. Cool. Okay, this works, and yeah, it's AA mid for Jandos. All right.
Yeah. All right. So, bit of a different one. I mean, it's not exactly what we've seen a lot of, but it's still. It's got its strong points, especially in this game up against Husker. Although it's going to be up against Slick's Puck, and if Slicks knows anything, it's those standard Dota 1 heroes and things that
Slicks is a good puck player.
He can really play around with.
I'm more thinking actually like this lane he might lose not so much because he's a bad puck player by any means, more he might not be familiar with playing puck against AA. AA was never a mid pick even in Dota 1 as far as I remember.
Yeah, but early Dota 2 was certainly one of those heroes, but
What, in beta, really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, this is Dandy used to play it heaps.
Oh, yeah,
Unbelievable.
actually, okay, I do remember that.
Unbelievable. As a Na'Vi fan gay, I think you should get rid of that tag now. Unbelievable. Knowing
there are many reasons I should...
nothing about Dandy.
There are many reasons I should stop being a Na'Vi fan, and that's not one of them.
Unbelievable. Alright, so we'll quickly go through the sides. We've got Sugoi once again on the position 7, more like. This time around, Cut My Pasta. I love that sponsor tag though. That's good.
He's mad at cut and paste, I think.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, he did carry them into victory last game, but this game around, let's see if he can do it once again. So Sugoi on the Shadow Shaman horse is, of course, going to be on that Beast Master with that wonderful set that we did say a lot about for that game number 1. We've got Cut and Paste on the CK. Generals, mid AA, something that's a little bit of a treat, I'd say. And, of course, Hayes, once again, on that Earth Spirit from game number 1. So, fairly familiar heroes that they have played before. Even just in the series, that Magic is going to be on the Disruptor for Sugoi. We've got Hung on that Axe on the Night Stalker. Once again, Zane, 3rd game in a row. I'm pretty sure is sick and tired of all those voice lines from Night Stalker. We've got Husker being played by Venato, one of those cheesy heroes that actually Bracer first. Alright.
Oh, Jandos. Zane's just going to give him the club. This is just annoying. You're already playing into a puck and now you're walking the mid having already had to pop one of your tangos. This is pretty rough. And Slicks gets a better creep block off.
Yep, and of course Slicks on puck. So Slicks is going to be going in for that double null build as well, it looks like.
Standard mid build for puck nowadays. It's standard build for mid nowadays, I think.
Wow,
they really want this kill.
I mean, this is exactly how you want to be dealing with an AA mid. You don't want him to get any kind of levels up. You want him to just be forced out of this lane and really just never, ever get close to the lane. As Venato is going to be pushing the wave quite a bit now, actually. I mean, this is kind of one of those inevitable things, I guess, up against a Beastmaster, but there will be a... No, okay, there's just going to be a nice little stack there by Magic. But, of course, it's going to be quite a lot out of that. Actually, these Burning Spears are actually surprisingly good up against the board.
Hold that thought. Hung nearly dies as Hayes finds him.
Yeah, Hayes did connect on that roll, of course, but not quite being able to snipe out the kills. Zane is also hunting the top side of the map.
He zoned Hung out, and Hung got 0 experience. He's taking like a creep. But this is really good. You want to shut down the access. Act is the primary counter to your CK. So yeah, good rotation so far from TBS.
Yeah, as Zane is still kind of sitting around this mid lane, waiting for... I guess he really wants to kill off Jandals. I mean, this is exactly what you want. To just constantly make sure that the Jandals never feels comfortable on the AA. And he's even had to get out his own Tango pack, as Morris is going to be having a little bit of contest here in his jungle.
Yep, so both off-laners being annoyed by the jungling, which is good, but Horace still getting a much better time here.
Oh, well played there by Zane. Just getting that nice little lusted there as Hayes is going to be pushed back by WD Young.
Yeah.
And Slicks is 17-3 now on the park, and
Janus is getting pressured very hard here.
Yeah, although
he's 10-0, he's not really behind in CS. He's gonna smack Slicks a few times now.
That was well done by Slicks there. Yeah. Does just dodges out that chilling, the chilling touch right click.
Now I want to play AA mid.
Please no, as Hayes is hasted up and looking for a a kill here as he rolls forward and doesn't connect.
I don't know why Hayes is here, to be honest. Sure, he is a Hayes, but he's ganking a puck. Like, that is never going to happen.
I think, honestly, he just goes top or something. He just helps maybe either set up kills or maybe act as a little bit of a safety net there for Horus. Or maybe even just sap experiences. 3 minutes is going to tick by.
Speaking of sapping experience, Slicks is actually having a bit sapped off him, but he's still higher level than Jandos by a little bit.
Just.
At
the same time,
I mean,
Zane
is also too.
Yeah, Zane is
not doing badly by any means.
It's all that he needs, really, at this point in time. He can always go back.
Look where Hayes is. Hung is still level 1. What is going on?
I mean, he should get... that's going to be a rift there, as well as 1 second stun. They're going to get the roll slow, but that's going to be a call. And it's underneath the tower. They do have the shackles there to hold him back in place. As Hayes is going to slowly be run down. Hung definitely wants to kill here, and he gets the first blood as well. Off to a bad start, but at least makes up for it as they actually kill off Sugoi as well. Hung will, however, fall as cut and paste. Oh no, he's been trapped by the kinetic field. They don't have another void for a while, but they don't need it as Zane clicks down cut and paste. And
it's at this point where I wish casters had chat boosts, because if ever there was a disaster, that was it. You lose all 3, including the first blood. The rotations were perfect from
I'm so confused.
Even Hung actually getting the first blood there, so completely makes up. He's gone from level 1 to level 3 now. Yeah, absolute disaster. That could not have possibly gone any worse as far as train wrecks go.
Alright, so looks like Sugoi scored, definitely proving the fact that, they've beaten N9 before. Oh, that was well played by Sugoi at least. Does snipe out that range, the large creep camp, the large creep there from the neutral spawn. As middle lane, Jandals is going to be brought extremely low. Slicks, however, will be frozen on the spot. Roll in will actually connect on the easiest roll in that has ever seen. But he's going to be the trade-off potentially. Zane is going to be the spooky Batman running forward and gets the kill. So, whoops. Magic ends up going down thanks to some tower shots. But Zane does get the... He gets the bird, but he trades his life out for that. Yeah,
he should have probably kept running. I don't know. He might have been caught off by Horus on the other side, depending on which way he ran. It's kind of catch-22 there. A lot of blood being spilled. 9 kills already at 5 minutes in. I like this sort of Dota. How's the Husker doing?
He's just
33 for 18. He's actually farming very well.
He's just, a hard carry.
Oh, he's going to have armor soon.
He's just hitting creeps, dude. That's all he cares about.
That's quite... problematic, I think, for TBS if the Husker gets ahead early, especially since the Axe has not been shut down anymore.
Yeah, I mean, level 4 now onto the Axe. No point into Battle Hunger just yet, but that's not too much of an issue.
Yeah, some players opt not to go for it. You generally go for it if you want to go for a kill. You can't really go for a kill.
That's going to be the coil being thrown out onto Jandals. Jandals completely silenced up. The roll does connect out onto Slicks, and they get the kick out onto him as well. But Jandals, he's going to be frozen on the spot. He does get the Ice Blast off, but Hayes is now in a whole bunch of trouble, and the orb through. They've got more than enough damage there to turn that attempted gank around. But
speaking of problems,
I feel like Slicks was the one that initiated there.
Yeah, speaking of problems, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's the Slick snowball.
Yeah, now you've basically... I don't know. I think they've definitely lost mid lane by a significant amount. Bottom lane, I don't know if... I don't think Sugoi won it, but they certainly didn't lose it either. The Axe is nearly level 5. Has half his Blink Dagger if he wants to rush it. Jandals is going to get glimpsed back in mid. Slicks goes for the silence. Orb out. Not going to commit on this kill, actually. Ice Blast coming in. Is going to clip Magic. Looks like she should be going down here. Yeah, Stone kick from Hayes. One more right click. No, he can't get it to slow. Wow, Magic is actually going to live with 40 HP to spare. Another orb through, but no jump in from Slicks. Doesn't want to commit, does not have the mana to finish off. Maybe he did with 1 charges, but actually Hayes is going to get the row out. Now the coil being committed. Jandals pops his own one. Still decently healthy. Jandals still alive. Zane's actually been stunned up. Slicks has actually been stunned up as well. Has no mana. Looks like he might be going down. Gets a phase shift off, but he's not making it out of this. Disaster in mid lane as Hayes finds 2.
Yeah, although Horus did at the end of the day go down, just before the start of that fight, go down on the top lane to Venado, so I mean, the armlet show there, he just played that too well.
Oh, the armlet. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I see. I missed that kill the Beastmaster.
Yeah, that's fine. But, Hung? No tranks, but going straight in for that Blink Dagger is... Ow, my ear. Sorry. This, the Reality Rift, it's so loud.
Oh, the Rift back noise, yeah.
Yeah,
I love that sound.
So loud if I'm not expecting it. Wow.
I actually quite like that sound. I miss playing CK. It's a good hero.
So, level 5 up on the Shaman, approaching that 8-minute mark. I mean, they still have to do something about this free farming Venado.
I don't think you need to be worried about Venado. I think you need to be worried about Hung. He's just 1800 gold at 8 minutes in, after being level 1 for like 3 minutes. He is going to get blanked very soon. He's not even going for tranks, and now they're going to go and kill Cut and Paste for the mess. Venado does go down top to Haze, but Hung running in, Coil onto play. He's actually going to pop the out, gets the extra one as well. Silence going to come in from Slicks.
Oh, the full-up silence as well.
That was also Phantasm used, so now it's down for 2 minutes. He even got lucky and got the extra one, doesn't help. I'm not sure why he popped us out there, to be honest.
I think he was trying to get out of the coil there, and I think it's a fair enough move there. Wanting to get out of the coil and maybe even try and juke through the trees, because, I mean, there's a lot of TP potential rotation there, as Venado will secure a kill out onto Horus as the Burning Spear slowly kill him off.
Surely, like, knowing his team was up ganking the Husker, and Husker had no support.
AA blast though, kick does connect, and
wow, alright.
AA is a hard counter to Husker.
Get sniped. That was pretty
Jandal's
good combo there.
Maybe the problem all along was the fact that Jandals wasn't the one playing AA.
Well, I mean, he's certainly hitting them. Yeah, let's not impugn Sugoi's AA. He's had some really good games on his. Maybe it's not his day today. It does happen.
But Hung now has that Blink Dagger up as
he has a free 10-minute blink on an Axe who was level 1 for 3 minutes. This is actually so problematic.
Yes, Caster Chat. Caster Chat Will is the microphone, but so what do you reckon is up next for Jandals? Do you think he's still going to go in for a Midas build, or do you think he's going to go in for a quicker Yule Scepter here, or maybe something a little bit different like a Veil?
I don't know. I think Veil's fine.
Too much is bottom lane. They're going to get the Hex out onto Hung, as that's going to be 2 seconds on, as well as the Roar. The Air Blast will connect out onto him, as that's going to be the rolling, connecting out onto Slicks. In a whole world of hurt, as he maybe screws up that combination a little bit there.
He was pretty screwed there. I don't know if he was going to get out in any case.
Yeah, look, when you're surrounding by the entire team, it is kind of hard to get out.
Pretty good combo there from TBS. Pretty much evens up the kill score now. They're still a little bit behind in terms of net worth, but that's mostly just his Husker free farming. CK still fairly farmed. He's only 500 behind the Husker, so you're probably not too worried if your TBS. Play this out to the mid to late game, wait for CK to have BKB and Heart and an AC, and just wait for him to just one-shot the Husker and the Phantasm, and you're probably okay with this.
Yeah, maybe as Zane will activate that Darkness, so they're looking for some kind of kill here at least, but all of TBS are kind of just holding hands apart from Cut and Paste, who is on the bottom side of the map. Hung is in the lane, kind of by himself here. They do have the boars scouting out, and they also have these Serpent Wards that they really want to drop. I mean, this is why you pick up the hero, right? Slicks.
Arguably, you could be picking up the hero just for Shackle's attacks. And that's a lot of disable.
Alright, as Slicks gets actually very, very greedy here, as that's going to be the coil being committed out onto 2, as Haze does hold the stun for a little bit longer, as the silence will be there out onto Slicks, as that's going to, the Air Blast does just miss. Slicks needs to get out here, as it's going to be the Stack Storm committed, and Horus is going to be absolutely destroyed there. They hold down the Night Stalker for a little bit, but there's the Serpent Wards after that 3-second stun being dropped by Cut and Paste, as Cut and Paste is in a whole world of hurt as well, as this is going to be brought down, and the Earth Spirit Ultimate is going to be dropped as well. Slick's still somehow living through all of this, and Zane will be finished off here as well. So 2 for 2 trade so far. Husker is just on the bottom side, coming in from the side here. And they do get the kill out onto him as they roll forward from Hayes. Does connect, and that should be Sugoi going down to the burning spears. No, okay, it's going to be the orb across that does finish him off. Slick's still trying to make sure that he doesn't have to fight around those walls as Hayes wants to maybe get out of there. I mean, they still have the orb across, and the orb... Okay, it's going to be there, and Hayes, he has no mana to throw the kick, but Slick's going to pick up the bounty rune, and maybe TP is... I mean, Hung is...
You can just run out.
Yeah,
that was a pretty weird fight, to be honest. I'm not sure why...
So many in and out.
I'm not sure why Axe wasn't there in the first place. Hung could have really turned that. I think CK got kited really hard there, which was great. That's... Oh, wow. Chandos just snipes him out from across the map as he goes to Shrine. Oh my god.
Sorry, I've lost it. Alright.
Okay. Alright, Jandos.
Jandals can calm down now. Jandals can calm down.
That was...
It's actually going to be an Atos build. That's so good. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, Hung gets reality rifted away, gets chopped down by Cut and Page, just smacked in the face with the axe.
Connects out onto Zane, however, and they do have a geomagnetic grip available. They're just slowly bringing him down thanks to all the slows. There will be a glimpse back out onto Hayes, but oh, there we go. Cut and paste. He gets the reality rift back out onto him and brings him down, but Magic gets out as well. In the meantime, Bernardo just hitting creeps casually. In a very awkward manner, I guess, but he also does want to...
He's nearly got the...
Not just one, but 2 Heaven Halberds.
Yeah, he's nearly got the first halberd.
And that's going to be the smoke up there for him, and...
I'm just waiting for Vin to get sniped randomly while farming. See how good Jando's game sense is.
Maybe as well, Zane is going to actually commit his full TP, and that's really awkward there.
Very much so. He is immediately dead, but on the other side, Static Storm doesn't drop. Jando's been caught on the other side. It's very low. Still alive somehow. He's so damn tanky with the treads and the double braces. He's going to get the Ice Blast out before he falls, but the Ice Blast does not actually connect, as they already found Hung on the other side. Slick's not going to run out. Earn Charge has been applied to him, cancelling his Blink Dagger. Magic's going to run out. Is not going to make a 3-second stun from Cut and Paste. It's going to chop her down. Sugoi did also find the Shackles up on the Slicks. Makes it a third.
Sugoi actually got kicked there forward. Bit of a weird one there, but
it's actually really good. It doesn't break Shackle if you get kicked for a distance. So I think the play is actually let him Shackle and kick him away so he can't get stunned to cancel the Shackles.
Maybe.
I think that's legitimately the play.
That was of course a 1-for-4 trade there, going the way of obviously TBS, but it's... I don't know. I'm still kind of having reserved thoughts about this AA mid. I mean,
it's actually great. He stayed alive for so long in that fight.
Yeah, right. That's mostly due in part mostly to the raindrops and the fact that he's got double brace up and treads. But
he's got 1500 health.
He is quite tanky. He's tanky.
Yeah, I don't think Slick's expecting to live that long. They had to overcommit to kill him off, and then they just get caught trying to disengage. And Order, meanwhile, you have to remember that TBS don't really care about this AA. He's irrelevant in the late game. It's just about hitting that Ice Blast and Husker. This is all on the cut and paste train, and guess what? He's got Sanj, he's nearly got a Halberd. He's very tanky, he's very farmed, he's still 500 behind the Husker, but he's been 500 behind Husker the whole game. It doesn't seem to actually matter.
Is this going to be one of those, like, team fights where neither the CK nor the Husker can actually do anything because they both haven't Halberd each other?
Yeah, I think so.
This is so stupid.
The difference though is
on here, man.
The difference is TBS have basically, 4 or 5 ways of countering Husker, and Sugoi don't have any ways of countering the CK.
Apart from just having Halberd.
Well, yeah, but like once he gets BKB, you actually can't kill him. It's going to be impossible. He's going to BKB, pop, Phantasm out, and he's going to one-shot anyone under the Reality Rift. He's actually going to one-shot anyone under the Rift. He will hit so damn hard. Wards even being committed just for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a short cooldown. You don't care too much
also,
about it.
how did he also get that extra one? This is what the second Phantasm I've seen, and both now Cut and Paste has gotten that extra illusion.
Easy 50%. Chilling Touch is going to be applied. They get the roll out onto Zane. Zane, however, has thrown out the silence out onto it, but they get the two-man call. But there's going to be the Beastmaster Roar to help hold them in place as Jandal throws the ultimate out. As Disruptor is actually going to be held down there and finished off as Zane is going to be biting back here, Slicks. So we're trying to do some damage here, but it's going to be the Husker who's stunned up completely. And Silence, he just can't do anything in this fight. It's so slow between the Necro, the Boar, and these goddamn Ice Vortexes. But it doesn't matter too much as Hayes will be finished off here as well. And,
Great.
I need to be careful of that one.
Great Static Storm combo there. Would have done a lot more if Axe didn't die so quickly, but works out for them in the end. Slightly in their favor, even though that was a buyback coming in from the Night Stalker. Yeah, Cut and Paste tried to armor toggle through the Husker. That was not going to happen. But I think TBS kited Venado extremely well there. Yeah, given they had no Ice Blast and no CK, they accepted that they couldn't kill him, and they just kited him and made sure that they could disengage. Like, that was really well done.
He is still in the neighborhood. Alright, there goes his blink dagger. The stun will miss. I think he's trying to force the attention here so that they can get some kind of kill. As Hayes is still in the neighborhood, they throw down an Observer Ward thanks to magic, and Hayes' positioning is going to be shown here.
Points nearly got played now. That will make a difference.
Yeah, especially up against the CK. Because it's so much physical damage, but also like your Phantasms actually are quite large. And
it's good against the illusions, not so much against the main hero, because CK still has a lot of armor to work with. He's sitting on 13 right now.
I'm more thinking like, deal a lot of damage to CK, right? And then like, because you can't always see if a hero is blade mailed or not.
You can see the real hero, you mean?
Like, no, it's like, you'll have, maybe 3 or 4 Phantasms, right? And they'll all be clustered around a certain target, and then like if the Axe blade mails and jumps in, like, maybe you can't see.
You probably kill off the Phantasms.
But you also hit quite
hard. That happens. That's reflected in physical damage, isn't it?
It's the same damage type.
Yeah, so the CK doesn't care, because he's got so much armor.
Yeah.
He's actually going hard next. I'm not so sure about this. I feel like he needs something to break silence. If not a BKB, then a Manta Style. The silence is pretty annoying for him to deal with, but I guess if he just goes hard, then he just doesn't care about the Husker at all, so. But that also works out.
Right, yeah. And you can always leave his armlet on.
Yeah, that is true. You could also do that.
One of the best things about having an armlet and heart.
Even a casual hood would be pretty good, I think, for pace this game. It depends on who's going pipe for his team. It doesn't look like anyone is going for that. Just, Jandal's going for a Yo-Scepter? Okay, yeah. Standard core AA things.
Yeah, once he gets that Atos, it's kind of like, open slather in terms of what you really want to go for. We've seen a couple of rushes into, like, I guess, not really rushes, but movements towards getting
come on, Cut and Paste.
What is this?
This is not 50%. 3 out of 3's got the
roll
bonus.
Forward misses completely as Hunky does get the blade mail call off out onto Hayes, and Hayes completely destroyed there. They do get the AA blast out onto 3, however, but they get the 3 second stun out onto Venado, and the roar on top of that as well as Magic walks into the wards, and it's a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah. Cut and Paste with the Phantasm just destroys the Husker there. I don't think Venado got off a single attack there. 3 second stun and he was just dead.
The Atos onto the Axe, but he did, of course, disjoint that thanks to the Blink Dagger, but cut and paste, he just smacks down Zane. There's a couple of snaps there are a bit awkward there from cut and paste, just standing there, tanking all of that as he just TP out.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it for that engagement. So 1 for 2? One for 3 at the end of the day.
Yeah, 1 for 3.
No, sorry, 2 for 3. 2 for 3 because they got the Earth Spirit as well as...
they got the Earth Spirit as well. Okay, yeah.
At the start of...
That's fine. You killed the Husker, the CK lived, the CK is still farmed. He's somehow still behind Venado in net worth, and yeah, alright. I don't know why Venado has 2 halberds.
Twice evasion up against...
I mean, I've seen halberd plus Solar Quest. I haven't seen double halberds. This is questionable to say the least.
I mean, like, at that point in time, you're probably better off going for something like a Butterfly, right? Or a Solar Crest?
Solar Crest. That's usually the build.
Yeah.
It's armed halberd Solar Crest. It's the miracle build. And you chuck like a blink dagger on you, just run at people. Or a Hurricane Bike. Like, that was the build. And you go for the Satanic after that on top of that. But yeah, I don't know what the second halberd does for him, to be honest, aside from the stats and the evasion.
Yeah, that should be the Blinker being shipped out now to Hayes. So extra mobility throughout these team fights and being able to get the right positioning as well. In hope, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, Venado is working with 138 strength right now, so I guess that kind of works in that regard.
Yeah, and, 43% evasion, so it's fun, I guess, if you want to stack evasion. He's actually going to BKB into Axe?
BKB into Axe? Yeah.
I get the BKB, but the Axe?
It reduces the cooldown dramatically on Life Break. Okay. I don't know, Venado does weird stuff. It's a stick.
I mean, weird stuff would be like you're picking up a Dagon at this point in time, but
no, this is Venado level weird.
But it kind of makes sense, but kind of not really.
It makes sense in his head, not necessarily to everybody else, but it makes sense to him.
Yeah, alright. So
it's not even blaming him, that's just Venado things. That's just how he works.
It's kind of doing this weird Mexican standoff around the middle lane. I'm not so sure about this. These are supposed to be high MMR players. Mexican standoffs are for low MMR players.
No, it's fine. I mean, the important hero is still farming. That's a CK.
They have to make sure. They are level 2 BO3, as there will be a jump forward by Slicks, and they do get the kill out onto Hayes, as that's going to be 3 seconds out onto Venado. Venado brought down, as that's going to be a huge call from Hung, but the Ice Blast is on him in cut and paste. His armor toggling too damn well. Glimpse out onto him as well now, but actually finished off by Slicks now, as he's going to be used up, but finishes off. Jandals gets finished off by Zane there as Raw, out onto Zane. But doing nice sort of good things, running forward. He's been slowed up quite a bit by the ball, but they kill off Horus and they're gonna get the 5th. Alright?
I don't think that was Toggle. I think Hung just miscalculated how tanky the CK was, because he's got the Reaver. 3,500 health, just missed a dunk.
They're just like constantly faking it. It's like, try, no, alright. Now we go in.
5 down. They overcommitted to kill the Husker and the Axe. They didn't have enough for the Park, who comes in with full health pretty much, and they just get run down.
I just don't know. This game.
This is such a weird game.
This is Dan's game, honestly.
So, alright. Sugoi currently up just over 6k net worth. It was briefly even around the 16-minute mark, but yeah, now in their favor, about 7,500 experience as well. I still think they have a problem dealing with CK once he gets his items up.
But I like this move from Zane, picking up the Soul Cross once again. Something that he did in game number 1, and it worked pretty damn well in that game, but It should work just as well in this game as well, but let's look at these talents. So, health over Burning Spear DPS, Lifesteal obviously, makes a lot of sense, but strength, yeah, I guess for the raw HP.
They're all standard ones for Asuka. Speaking of, he's gonna get caught here, but Horus again has no Blink Dagger. Stop going Necrobook first!
If only he didn't have this Ring of Facilities.
Shiva's being popped, Six is gonna find him, glimpse back on Horus, he's gonna roll up the puck, it doesn't matter. Gets dunked down by Venado, takes so much damage, he's pretty much gone in a sec. Hung has been hexed up,
he needs to use himself.
Maybe he can, Sugoi is just gonna keep cancelling his blink, now gonna go for the shackles. Hayes, he's just standing there, he's not really doing anything. He's gonna pop the Magnetize out actually. Hung taking a lot of damage, but in comes the puck. Janos has gone down, and meanwhile, as Hayes is also going to go, they don't even find Hung.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, maybe they do get it, but I guess with the Vanguard kicking in there, it helps quite a bit there. And Zane, ever the support, comes in with the nice little 5 extra earn charges on top of the one he just handed out to Slick, so yeah, helps quite a bit. 2 arms, 2 pole arms. Yes. I think that is the only explanation as to why you go for double halberd. Well, it's going to be a tier 3 tower push, I guess. In the weirder sense of it. He's solo crested up, he's got all the evasion in the world, he's got... This is 54% evasion. Basically, more than every second shot will miss.
Yeah, I don't know.
6 halberds? New meta? No, I'm not believing in that.
A halberd is a two-handed weapon, so I don't know.
He's already got a spear. I don't understand this.
It's like
he needs javelins.
Do you remember that joint DOTA post where someone played Ricky and wanted 2 diffusers and someone asked if it's stacked? And it's like, I have 2 hands. That's kind of what it feels like, but
no. Rapier monkey versus.
Yeah, see, Rapier's fine. Rapier's good on everything.
Right, no, okay. Rapier, you can kind of get behind, right? But double halberd, which is an active item,
okay,
right, that it shares its own cooldown.
I kind of get it in that he's stacking strength and stacking evasion, but there are more efficient ways of stacking evasion.
You could have gone in for S&Y instead.
Yeah, or you just get a second Sange. Like, you just get the Sange and then build a solo crest. Like, that would be better. It's not like a medallion, it's expensive.
Does solo give 20 strength? No, but BKB does. Well, or at least,
yeah, I don't know.
It gives you 10 strength.
It's Venado, he does weird stuff. I think that's all that needs to be said.
For a Reaver as well.
Venado always does weird stuff. Venado's been doing weird stuff since his Spider days.
At least Paradox is here to give us the means.
Oh, speaking of hearts, there's a heart up on Cut and Paste. 4,400 health with his armor active. He's going AC next. I don't know, I still think he needs a BKB. Where's his BKB? He just runs all over Sugoi. If he has a BKB, there's no way for them to touch him unless they get a blink core onto him. Like, where's his BKB?
He's not really a BKB player, right? I mean, he plays Anti-Mage and he plays Lifestealer. And heroes that just don't pick up BKB.
But he plays CK. I've seen him play CK in pubs.
Yeah. Still.
I see a lot of carry players be quite reluctant to buy BKB even when it's a good BKB game. For some weird reason. I don't know why. It's one of those things.
I don't know why either. Is DD Rune on the bottom side of the map?
Sugoi pushing down top. They might just make a Rax push here. Maybe not. They're going to head into mid. They might just take that tier 2 instead. Although Hayes as well as Sugoi coming in. Not sure they can do much about it. Blink forward on a Slick slide. That's a dark Hayes.
Oh my lord. That's the play you wanted from Hayes. They get the shackle off out onto Slicks as the courier randomly goes past. They do get the call out from WZ Hung, and that's going to be Sugoi being brought down. They've got the ultimate from the Spirit there, but back into his oblivion, and somehow
why are 2 supports trying to kill a puck?
More to the point, why are 2 supports trying to kill off the entire enemy team?
That was 2 free feeds basically.
It seems like maybe not the game-winning option there, but here we are. That's going to be a tier 2 tower going down for the side of Sugoi squad, and with that fresh BKB up, I just don't see how TBS are going to be able to contest Roshan if they go in for it. And meanwhile, Jandals is actually just split pushing off to the
Oh,
side.
Clay got
They
caught.
could actually just go for this high ground push.
Has him out. Probably taking a lot of damage, but Clay does so much back to himself under the static storm as well as the blade. Now he's gone down. He doesn't have buyback. Hung is going to go down. So the horror CP's in is just going to get blown up by Venado, who's still standing strong because he's a Husker. Just now there's buyback on the
that's awkward.
Phantasm as Sugoi is going to join the chain feed.
I don't know why he force-stuffed himself into that. That's a Husker, man. Like, that's a Husker. Husker's hurt.
Buyback now being committed from the Beastmaster. They might have to commit the C-Case one as well. Venado is not relenting as far as this tower goes. Gets blended up. Rocket's going to come in, connect on him, but it's a Husker, so you're not ever going to... Okay, maybe now your Ice Blast is actually going to connect. Are they going to bring him down? He's still very, very tanky. Now they will, as he finally goes down to Horus, but a very expensive kill there. Sugoi now firmly ahead at 12,000 net worth lead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Disaster.
I'm not going to try that to be 1-1, but I respect my voice too much, but maybe just overextending there a little bit, the classic Australian Dota thing, you know, going for a T3 tower push without taking Roshan, you know, just your standard things, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, this game is so sloppy from TBS. Kind of like the first game. They're going to try and do Roshan now, but they don't actually do it very quickly at all.
I mean, they've got Vlads, they've got Necro 3 that they could commit to it, but...
There's no Dessa.
There we go, there's Dessa.
More to the point, Sugoi knows what's happening. War's going to cancel Hung's initiation. Necro's going to come in as well. Taking a lot of damage. The Ice Blast in the flank is actually not going to connect onto him.
No, they get the Frostbitten out onto the Axe, but they also get it out onto Magic, and I think that's more important.
And Clay does secure the Aegis. So I guess that kind of works out for them. That is so important that they get that onto the CK. He's going for Manta Star next. He understands how important it is to get out of the silence.
Oh,
but
wow.
Where's the BKB? Buy a goddamn BKB!
He's got 2 lives, he doesn't care about BKB.
He still needs it.
But I think more important is the fact that we don't see the 3-second spamming of Ice Vortex, especially after he went in for the 8% Ice Vortex slow and resistance. This is how you get, like, it's the Speedway AA, man. Like, you have to go for it. It's beautiful, man. You just drop them as you run. You get BO3s and your Yules, and you just run so fast. Oh my gosh, Jandals, what are you doing? It's like Race Car Lifestealer, but like you're an AA, so it's even worse.
No. Just no.
Paradox is getting triggered over S and Y being a viable option over 2 Alphas. Come on, man. Alright, I get it, right? He can't die because half the hits that are being thrown to
I just think he should have gone for the casual Sanj and gotten the Solar Crest. I think Solar Crest is so good this game. But anyway, he's playing it, not us, so who knows how Venado's mind works.
Yeah, 2 hearts, 4 butterflies. Yeah, you can't die that way. So it's gonna be a Manta style here? Yeah. A straight up Manta style. I like this from cut and paste here. Even more illusions. I mean, sure, you know, you don't get the same buffs as Phantasm, but you still pull heroes in with Reality Rift.
I still think he needs BKB. What can Sugoi do to a BKB Chaos Knight? They can't do anything. Why doesn't he have a BKB?
I mean, he's a CK player, but he only has the standard Chaos Fulcrum. I think this is an issue. Also, no Godlike Sprees added to CK. That's unbelievable. Someone needs to give him a golden one. Come on, guys.
Oh, he doesn't even have a golden anti-mage set, so... Hung gets rolled up, Ice Blast coming in. Necrobooks as well. Haze gonna jump in, commits a Magnetize actually as well. Hung actually has a BKB, he's gonna turn, Haze is gonna go down as Magic shows up as well. Pretty disastrous gank attempt as they don't even kill this damn Axe. I don't think they were even close to killing him, to be honest. Did they not check that he had a BKB? They were never going to kill him the moment he had a BKB.
Come on. It's like one of the best items in this game for anyone on the side of Sugoi. I'm actually surprised that, like, going in for the, like, This is still so triggering though. Like Venado going in for a second up and Talbot instead of something like a BKB, but I guess, you know, he knows better. He's a higher MMR player.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Arno is 96. It should count, right?
Oh, because Boons is in China right now, so you're not counting him. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, right now in Australia, it's probably Rin is the highest. He's just gonna rift a creep just for the farm. Oh, Glimsback actually is gonna run out. Looks like he's going for MKB instead.
Oh, the rift back and the 2-second stun out onto Venado, and he gets an extra Phantasm Illusion as well. Air Blast will be there on Venado, but and they all have to kind of run back because that's going to be Zane being roared up as Venado gets brought down by Jandals. And, well, that's going to be another kill going the way of Jandals as Hung is going to be brought down. Hayes, well, provides the extra vision, and that's going to be a full team wipe with a triple kill. And, well, Slicks, he was off trying to run away, but dying to that Ice Blast.
What just happened?
The Shadow Blast.
What just happened?
That Aghanim Scepter happened with an AA. That's what Aghanim Scepter does.
TBS suddenly flicked a switch and woke up. And
turned down for what? I mean, they're hungry for kills. And they've got BO3s up onto Horus as well, and he's TP to the bottom side of the map. AA Blast will sail on through. Doesn't take down to anything except for a couple of creeps there, but Horus is he's already committed the Necro books to the push before. Oh, sorry, to the defense before his cut base. He's gonna go so onto this melee Rex. Although some of his hits are of course going to be missing thanks to that silence, but it will go off eventually.
No, Venado had the buyback now.
Yeah, and they dropped the Serpent Wands here, and this is level 3, and he's even got the +4 wards on it.
Why are the wards hitting heroes instead of Rax? Sugoi, what are you doing?
Forehead.
Oh, I'm so triggered by this. I don't know. Sugoi has been off this entire series. He's gonna jump onto cut and paste, but maybe it's the other way around. Actually, Zane's gonna get beaten down into the ground. One more hit. Axis are gonna finish this up. Hung reinitiates. Venado's actually been caught up by the Ice Blast. He can't go down. It would be a dieback. Crimson Guard is going to try and save him. Not going to happen. There's a dieback for the Husker. Hung is going to rift it back, and he's also going to go down. He doesn't have buyback. That's 3 heroes left with no buyback. And did Sugoi just throw this?
3-2-2?
I think Sugoi just threw this.
3-2-2. 3-2-2. Just before the 40-minute mark. 39-35, and, well, I mean, you're up against a Beastmaster, you're up against a CK, I mean, Clay, if he wanted to, he could just Phantasm here, but Magic is gonna get caught, but Slicks did get hit by that rock, I think.
This will be 2 lanes of Rax. Look at how healthy Cut and Pace is, courtesy of his heart. Glimpse back from Magic, good use there just to delay a little bit, but I don't know if it's enough. Magic's now gonna go down, actually doesn't get a spell off. I guess she didn't have Sadix on either, but that's no buyback either, so a minute without the Disruptor. This is definitely the second lane of Rax, at least there's a tier 2 up and top, but I think they can go for the throne.
I still don't know why Cut and Paste isn't just using Phantasm to push even faster, but sure.
He's playing it safe, they don't need to commit it, they don't want to, and they're gonna go for the tier 2 now, and then they'll probably back off, take the 2 shrines, wait for the next Aegis. Roshan will start to respawn in a minute and a half. There's no need to force the issue. This is TBS playing it safe. They are now firmly in control of this game. And yeah, they can just play it out with late game CK.
I don't know. This is such a disaster for the side of Sugoi. I mean, they had a controlling lead and then they just kind of walked high ground a few too many times without, something as simple as Aegis. And you've got a Husker lineup as well, so it's not even like, it's a hard thing. And, it's a bit of an interesting build, as it is being pointed out by some people in Twitch chat. Jandals on the AA. He picks up a Sheepstick here, which, it's all well and good and such, but I think a couple of people are talking about the potential farming capabilities of, getting something like a Maelstrom up onto him, but he just doesn't have any farming ability here, so it's going to be a 5-man smoke up. I mean, the other 2 lanes are going to be pushing in, and they've got the Boars pushing in top lane now, so...
Magic has Ags, but... wait, what? Haze? Okay, does hit the rock, and the rolls up, but where's the damage? Slicks in the pop is BKB incoming. Magic's to stay alive. Status Storm is bad though. Play's not actually being caught by it. Now he actually will, as the dunk is going to come through. That's cut and paste down for 87 seconds. Jandos is going to get run down as well by Venado. It looks like somehow TBS are going to be losing this.
Get back, get back. 6-4-4.
Wow. I have no words. I have no words.
6-4-4 is all you need to say. The reverse throw. The throw into throw. Counter throws. As Horace is going to start working onto this this bottom shrine. Slowly but surely. But I think Horace right now needs to make sure that whatever happens, if TBS get pushed high ground, they can at least get some kind of trade here, but...
So there are 3 buybacks available. Beastmaster, Axe, and Earthspirit. This next couple minutes could be extremely important in deciding the outcome of the game. I think Sugoi should at least be able to take a set of racks mid, as Ward's actually going to get dropped.
I like this move from Zuboi. It does at least hold them back for a little bit here. And it does quite a bit of work here as
the Halberd
to be the disarm there.
That's kind of annoying.
Rock will fly through, but dodged out by Slicks. And yeah, Slicks is extremely low here. If this AA is coming back soon, it's
Venado gets hexed and rolled up as well, but still alive. There's no damage because the CK is still dead. He's going to pop his BKB and walk out now. That's a meteor axe being taken. If Sugoi can disengage without losing anyone here, they should be pretty good. They're actually going to find Venado though. He's going to try and turn and fight, but the Halberd is going to do a lot of work. Hung comes in, 2-man co-op. Looks like they should be able to dunk down Haste. Yes, they do, but Venado is going to go down. That's die back from the Husker again. As Hung is going to also dunk down Zuboi. Haste is going to buy back, come back into this. Jandos now initiating on the Hung, taking a lot of damage. Hung, can he run out? No, he cannot. Blink 4, Jandos finishes the job. He does have buyback though.
Slicks just making a nice little great escape just off to the side here. Actually going for an AC. Bit of an interesting choice here. I do like it, however.
He has 36 armor.
Yeah.
It means that he doesn't get instantly exploded by the CK, which is fair, I think. Yeah. Jason would lead his idiots to victory.
Yes.
Maybe Paradox. Maybe.
Paradox has a point. I mean... they haven't had to go in for Roshan until now, I guess.
Players MKB now as well, which is super important. Now Husker is squishier to the tune of 44% evasion that no longer exists.
Nice double Halberd you got there, man.
Yeah.
It'd be great if you had a heart.
I mean, you can still Halberd him, right? Because he doesn't have a BKB. But... outside of Halberd duration, he's going to smash your face in.
What have we here?
Endgame coming in now for TBS. Shrine up. Oof. I don't know.
There we go. Fish has joined the chat. CK no throne.
Yeah. I don't know. This game is super weird.
I'm sure Fish is in his element here.
No comment.
Alright, so refresher up being picked up by Slicks. I kind of feel like this is probably not the item of choice, but I guess, you know, with 420 GPM you don't care too much. Although he has no buyback for the next 45 seconds or so I'd like to see how this this push top lane does eventuate. According to Cuz, this game is meaningless anyway. Yes. I think it works out. We'll have to quickly check back on the math, but pretty much whatever team wins this, I think needs to basically tour Escape Masters, which is going to be a bit interesting if we are going to see a BKB. But the raw out onto Slicks, holds himself for a long period of time, but Hung, he has a huge call out. But Venado, he's trying to chop down the CK, but the CK does have Aegis. They have the Serpent Mods down, dealing a lot of damage now to this tower. But they have the Shadow Shaman extremely low. Will be finished off now by Zane. There's going to be another call, but the AA Blast is big. It's on to 3 here. Although, you know, it's... I mean, the main hero that it doesn't actually connect out onto is Venado. So that's a bit awkward there. They get the T3 tower, but they're going to be forced back now. There's going to be another glimpse out onto Hayes. And Hayes is going to be brought back into the wonderful clutches of the side of Sugoi squad. Although he does get the kill out onto Hung in the meantime. So... Good trade at least for him, but the rest of his team, not too sure about that. Just committing full YOLO onto that T3 tower. Once again, proving that Australian Dota is not the best at going high ground. Yeah, this is not good, guys. This is just not good at all. But yeah, it's very poor play. It is very entertaining because, I mean, who doesn't want to see a Blinken and Slam and Huskar as the AEF? It's going to connect out onto Magic, but thankfully, of course, it doesn't connect out onto Venado, so we'll keep him alive for at least a little bit longer. Still Blinken and slamming around. What a clown.
This is
clown Dota.
He's sold the second Albert. I don't know what's going on with this Huskar. I just don't know.
Yes. So, Refresher Orb out onto Slick so we can get the double coil off, get the double Chivas, double BKB. Very important, of course, in this game, but no Lincoln Sphere, interestingly enough. This is a very weird thing to, like, not see.
He doesn't have a swap with. Like, he kind of wants Lincolns, but at the same time kind of forced to go Lincolns as, yep, dodges out. Yeah, if he can do that, then he doesn't need Lincolns. He's so damn tanky anyway, even if he gets rolled, it's really difficult to actually kill him. He's only died 6 times this game, which is the lowest number on his team, by one. It's also joint lowest in the game entirely alongside Horus. So, yeah, I think this build is fine. As speaking of Horus, gonna try and chase down Zane, but Zane is so damn fast!
Yeah, and with that 9th vision, they can't actually see where he is. He can kind of get an idea of where they are, as if he's going to end up going down to Magic as the backline. They're just kind of fighting around Jandals, I guess. Yeah, they finish him off, but they still do have the Frostbitten, I guess, buff onto Huskar, and there we go. He will die, but beyond the Grave Kill, not exactly worth the most here, but it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade so far as Hayes. He's going to be trapped up here and cut apart by Hung. So Hung gets a double kill there. 4-for-1 trade. But, I mean,
there's buybacks.
There are buybacks, first of all. Second of all, they still have to worry about the fact that Horus is just sitting constantly on this bottom lane. I mean, this is all he's doing. Like, literally, all he's doing. And that's all that Horus actually does need to do. Like, honestly, he could just run high ground now. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're okay with losing multiple lanes here.
Yeah, I think actually, wait, is there bots? No, there's no bots. He's going to have to buy back and come in, but they've really lost the tower. They at least will not likely lose Rax. TP's immediately back as Horus is going to commit pop. Glimpse back though into the static storm. He's going to get forced down.
He just needs to keep his aura on these creeps. Okay, no. I was going to say, maybe if he keeps him...
Okay, they did find Hung though. And looks like, are they going to find the rain tracks? No! 59 damage.
But it doesn't matter, because you lost a couple of buybacks there from both Clay as well as Jandal. So that's going to be 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes that they just can't be aggressive in any way, shape or form.
Yeah. Also, as you probably pointed out, Sugoi is back up to a significant net worth lead again.
Yeah, 14k net worth lead going their way, although, you know, they're facing up against 2 lanes, and
look at the individual net worth though. This puck is ridiculously ahead. He's nearly doubling up. Yeah, that's what 420 GPM talent is so insane. I'm sure he just buys Moonshot, right? Buy Moonshot for Vin, buy Moonshot for the Night Stalker. Even giving Magic a Moonshot wouldn't be bad. She hits for 128. That's decent for hitting buildings, right?
I don't know. This game is so clowny.
Let's go to man.
There's so many mistakes being made. I don't know, like going high ground without things like Aegis, not getting the ward placement right, and not targeting your wards.
Yeah, can Sugoi please control his wards properly? For once this game, it is actually so triggering to watch a player of his quality make this level of mistake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, after a certain point, it becomes criminal. To make
AEF blast is actually quite large, though. It does connect that onto Slicks, and Slicks does need to actually watch out for this. I mean, he's going to take a lot of damage, and it's only getting amped up more and more as Jandal's... I've just about lost this game right now, but if Jandals picks up an Octarine Core, this game, this Aghanim's ultimate is going to do more and more, and hey man, it gets buffed by quite a bit. I mean,
I don't agree with the Octarine Core build.
The damage is quite large. I mean, it's the frostbite damage that also gets buffed. It's 38 per tick. And the initial blast is 538. Mid lane, Donato, and actually, yeah, they will get the out onto Clay, as that's going to be a dieback out onto him, as Hayes is also going to be blinked and slammed into oblivion.
I was going to say, Octarine Core doesn't buff damage, but...
It does, because you get a whole bunch of it.
Oh... Yeah.
Whole bunch of it, and you also have reduced cooldown.
Compared
so
to basically Shiva's, I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter.
Actually, Horus, meanwhile, in the middle, in the back in the Dire base, Zane.
Why is he fighting Zane? Go for the Mega Creeps.
Yeah, he has to. He has to go in for the Mega Creeps completely, but that's it's a dieback on the CK. Like it doesn't even matter at this point in time. I
don't know. They can still hold. They can still hold. But, okay, they didn't get Mega Creeps on Horus instead. That might just be it for TBS.
Mind you, Nado is going to be held down. The air blast does connect out onto him, so he's pretty much dead right now. He does try and get the kill out
onto... The range on that Ag Stung.
He tries to get the kill out onto Jandals, but it's going to be Slicks.
Actually, die back on the Jandals as well.
Slicks, held down, and that's going to be him going down as well. Although...
Wait, is this the moment of glory here for Sugoi? Is he finally going to make something happen?
I think it is. He's finally done something. No, you've got Shackle still.
He can't. The Husker would have killed him in 2 seconds. Yeah. I don't know. At least Sugoi don't actually hit buildings that quickly. You know, Puck's going to buy back and come back in. Horus is going to get dunked. That's not a TB that's going to work. That's a third buyback now. All 3 cores are dead for forever. CK's still dead for 28. Now Zuboy's also going to get dunked. I guess that's why you buy Aghanims. 4-second cooldown on that damn spell.
He has his own Aghanim.
Hey, he's going to run in. He's going to chop down the Magnetize, but the Big Week's going to come out. Hong is at least going to go down, but he is buyback. He's going to buy back. He's going to come back in.
Venado? You need to... Okay, if Venado Armlet toggles like an absolute god here, he's fine. But
Slick is back. Okay. CK's back up now, though. Does CK a Phantasm? Yes, he does. Alright, cut and paste. What can you do here?
Wow, it feels like people are hating on me for actually pointing out the fact that Zane managed to actually fog them completely thanks to the nighttime. But here we go. Cut and paste, he pulls Division Hung back, but then, Venado, he just throws the Heaven's Helmet out onto him. Cut and paste, he can't afford to go down here, but looks like he will. Down for 100 seconds, Venado, he can't afford to go down either. They don't have an AN, they're still fighting up against this Huskar. That's going to be game, and...
Where's that damn BKB on the CK? I don't understand. He would have lived through that if he had a BKB.
Alright. I'm so done with this.
I don't know, yeah.
I'm done with this game, man.
I think I'm done with Dota in general after this. So yeah, TBS, it's all but the formalities right now. Sugoi are going to take a 2-1 victory over them in this
3 seconds before Jandals can do something. Maybe anything.
He can certainly die in his fountain. That's what he can do. Yep. Well, alright, so... Sugoi actually moved into contention third now. Okay, sure, they only take a point here, but if they beat Skatemaster, I think they actually tie with them or overtake them. So.
Yeah, it does certainly make the competition a little bit more interesting here for AEF Busty Cataracts. As you know, we get closer and closer to the, I guess the last couple of matches for every single team, I guess, for Division 1. That's, what we should also talk about quickly is just how well that game went. And, how well the series went, I guess, for Sugoi squad. But, I mean, look, it looked really sloppy in that game number 3, but it looked a lot better as we we had game number 1 and 2 that looked pretty damn clean from Sugoi squad as well as TBS.
Sugoi, I would agree. I think TBS looked extremely sloppy in game number 1. I think that's a significant part of why they lost. I still think the draft was a lot better. Sugoi were running with pretty clowny stuff, but they just played better as a team, and